Some Saturday morning last December, I curled up with a coffee and my laptop to check out the Saturday morning headlines, and an article came across my Twitter feed. It was listing the financial institutions that are financing the Dakota Access Pipeline. And I realized that one of the financial institutions was one where I did business, which to me is not acceptable. I can't stand to be an accomplice to these companies now, and certainly not up until my retirement, because 30 years is a very long time for complicity. So I did a bit of research. First, I looked up socially responsible investments. Then I looked up how do I transfer my RSP? And I discovered two things. First, it turns out that it is possible to transfer your RSP between two financial institutions. I'd previously thought that I would be locked in till retirement, but it turns out that's not the case. And second, the fees, though there are some, are fairly negligible, and so much so that the majority of the time, the financial institution receiving the money will actually compensate and bear the brunt of those fees. So that made the whole idea that was starting to form in my head a lot more feasible. Nevertheless, I took the weekend to think about it, and I reached that point on Sunday afternoon where I was actually imagining my money doing something other than building pipelines, like let your mind run free, I don't know, building kindergartens or planting trees or just doing something good for the world. So that's the point at which I decided to email my financial advisor at the Caisse d'économie solidaire. Um, I asked him if he was up for doing this unknown to me adventure, and it turns out that he was. And so 3 weeks and two signatures and $50 later, my conscience is clear. I have transferred all of my investments to an oil company free RSP at the Caisse d'économie solidaire, and I'm oil company free from 2017 onwards.